Good morning. Just setting up all the live streams, getting the YouTube going and the Facebook going. We'll get started in a minute. Good morning, Cindy, John, Risa, Bella, Gautam. We'll give it another minute for people to come in and then we'll get started with the precepts. Okay, let's get started in the interest of time. So we'll start with the precepts as always, and I'll say a line and then you can repeat it if you'd like to take the precepts today. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tisaranagammanang sampurnang. Now the precepts. Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Sura Medya Majjapamaddattana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Tisiranena Sadding Panchasilang Dhammang Samadhiyatva Sadhukang Surakatang Katva Appamadena Sampadeta Bang. Silena Sugating Yanti, Silena Bhoga Sampada, Silena Nibbuting Yanti, Tasma Silang Visodaye. All right, friends. Morning to those who have joined as we were doing the precepts. Now we will begin with our morning chanting routine. If you have the Bhavana Vandana, we're going to start on page 14. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vidya charana sampano sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarati satta deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Svakato bhagavata dhammo sanditiko akaliko ehipassiko panayako pachatang veditabbo vinyuhiti. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sango ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sango Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sango Samichi patipanno bhagavato savaka sango Yadidang chattari purissa yugani yatta purissa puggala Esa bhagavato savaka sango ahuneyo pahuneyo dakkineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punya katang lokasati. Buddha Vandana. Buddho susuddho karuna mahannavo yo chanta suddha baranyana lochano lokassa papu pakilesa gatako vandami buddhang ahamadarena tang. Namo te purisa janya, namo te purisuttama, sadeva kasming lo kasming natti te patipuggalo. Dhamma Vandana. Dhammo padipo viyatassu sattu no yo maggapaka matabeda binnako. Lokuttaro yo chadhadatta dippano vandami dhammang ahamadarena tang. Yo cha dhammam abhinyaya dhammam anyaya pandito. Rahadova nivato cha anejo vupasammati. Ye sang dhamma sammutta paravade sunaniyare. Te sambuddha sammadanya charanti visame samang. Ye kechyo sadha loke vijanti vividha bahu. Dhammo sada samannati etang pivita bhikkavo. Dhammo sadang pivitvana ajara maranasiyung. Bhavayitva chapasitva nibbutta upadikaye. Sangha Vandana. Sango sukatta vyatikatte sannito yoditta santo sugatana bodhako. Lolapai no ariyo sumedaso vandami sangang aham adarena tang. Sukho buddhana mupado sukha sadhamma desana sukha sangassa sammagge samagganang tapo sukho. Supreme refuge. Pahungve saranang yanti pabbatani vanani cha arammaruka chatyani manussa bayatajjita netang ko saranang kemang netang saranang uttamang netang saranang agamma sabbadukka pamucchati yo cha buddhan cha dhamman cha sanghang cha saranang gato Chattari ariya satchani sammapanyaya passati dukkam dukkha samuppadang dukkassa ca etikkamang aryanchitangikam maggam dukkupasamagaminang etang ko saranang kemang etang saranang uttamang etang saranang agamma sabba dukkha pamucchati. Puja. Vandami chetiyang sabbang sabbatane supatititang saririka datu mahaboding buddha rupang sakalang sadam etcheva machanta namassane yang namassamano ratanata yang punya bisandang vipulang alatang tassa nubhavena hatantarayo Ganasarapaditena dipena tamadangsena tiloka dipang sambuddhang pujayami tamonudang ganda sambhara yuttena dupena hang suganhena pujaye pujaniyantang puja bhajanamuttamang Vannaganda gunopetang etang kusuma santating Pujayami munindassa siripada sarorue Pujayami buddhang kusumena nena punyena hetena chohotu mokkang Puppang milayati yata idang me kayo tata yati venasa bhavang Imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi. Imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya dhammang pujemi. Imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya sanghang pujemi. Closing recollection. Mano pubangama dhamma mano satta mano maya. Manasa che paduttena bhasativa karotiva tato nang dukkam anveti chakkang va vahato padang manopu bangama dhamma manusetta manomaya manasa che pasannena bhasativa karotiva tato nang sukham anveti chaya va napayani. All right, so we're going to end the normal chanting there because we're going to chant the Ratana Sutta. We're going to do the Pali and then the English. And since it's a longer one, I think it's better that we end the normal chanting and do this now. So Ratana Sutta, Jewel's Discourse. Yani dhabhutani samagatani bummani va yani va antalike. Sabbeva bhuta sumana bhavantu atopi sakaccha sunattu basitang tasmahi buddha nisa metta sabbe mettang karota manusaya pajaya divacha ratocha harantiye baling tasmahi ne rakkanta appamatta yang kichi vitang idhava horang va sage suva yang ratanang panitang nano samang atti tathagatena idang pibuddhe ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu kayang viragang amatang panitang yadajjaga sakya muni samahito Na tena dhammena samatti kenchi. Idang pidamme ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Yang Buddha setto parivannai suching samadhimanantarikanya mahu. Samadhinna tena samona vidyati idang pidamme ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Ye puggala atta satang pasatta chattari etani yugani honti. Te dakkeneya sugatassa savaka ete sudinani mahapalani. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Ye suppayutta manasa dalhena nikkamino gotamasa senamhi. Te patti patta amatang vigaya ladha muddha nibbuting bunjamana. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Yatinda kilo pataving sitosya chitu bhivate bhiya sampakampyo. Tatupamang sapurisang vadami yo arya satchani avacha passati. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Ye arya satchani vibhavayanti gambira panyena sudesitani. Kinchapi te honti busappamatta te na te bhavangatta mangadiyanti. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Sahavassa dassana sampadaya tayasu dhamma jahita bhavanti. Sakaya ditti vachikichitancha silabbatang vapi yadatti kinchi. Chatu appaehi cha vippamutto cha bhapipanani abbabokatung. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Kinchapi sokam mankaroti papikang kayena vacha udaceta abhaboso tassa paticca daya abhabada dipta padassa vutta. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Vanupagumbe yata pussitagge gimhane mase patamasmin gimhe. Tatupamang dhammavarang adesai nibbana gaming paramang hittaya. Idang pibuddhe ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Varo varanyu varado varaharo anuttaro dhammavarang adesai. Idang pibuddhe ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Kinang puranang navang natti sambhavang veratta chitta ayatike bhavasming. Te kina bija avirul hichanda nibbanti dira yatayang padipo. Idang pisange ratanang panitang etena satchena suvatti hotu. Yanida bhuttani samagatani Bummani vayani vantalike. Tathagatang deva manussa pujitang buddhang namassama suvatti hotu. Yanida bhuttani samagatani bummani vayani vantalike. Tathagatang deva manussa pujitang dhammang namassama suvatti hotu. Yanida bhuttani samagatani bummani vayani vantalike. Tathagatang deva manussa pujitang sangang namassama suvatti hotu. Etena satchavajena dukkha vupasumentu me. Etena satchavajena bhaya vupasumentu amhe. Etena satchavajena roga vupasumentu amhe. All right, friends. So we'll do the English, and then we'll go to the thought of the day. English for Ratana Sutta, Jewel's Discourse. Whatever beings are here assembled, whether terrestrial or celestial, may all these beings be happy and listen closely to my words. Pay attention, all you beings. Show kindness to the humans. Day and night they bring you offerings. Therefore guard them diligently. Whatever treasure is here or beyond, or precious jewel in the heavens, none is equal to the perfect one, and the Buddha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. The calm Sakyan sage found cessation, dispassion, the deathless, the sublime. There is nothing equal to that state, and the Dhamma is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. That purity praised by the Supreme Buddha, called concentration with immediate result. That concentration has no equal. In the Dhamma is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. The 8 persons praised by the good, these 4 pairs are the gift-worthy disciples of the well-gone one. Gifts to them yield abundant fruit. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. With mind well established, freed from sense pleasures, firm in Gautama's teaching, on attaining their goal they plunge into the deathless, freely enjoying the perfect peace they've gained. And the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. As a post firmly grounded in the earth cannot be shaken by the 4 winds, so is the superior person, I say, who definitely sees the 4 noble truths. And the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Those who comprehend the noble truths, well taught by him of deep wisdom, even if they were slightly negligent, would not take an 8th existence. And the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. For one who has attained to vision, 3 states are at once abandoned: view of self, doubt, and clinging to needless rules and rituals. Freed from the 4 states of misery, he cannot do 6 kinds of evil deeds. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Though one might do some evil deed by body, speech, or mind, he cannot hide it. Such is impossible for one who has seen the path. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Like woodland groves in blossom in the first heat of summer, so is the most excellent Dhamma that he taught, leading to Nibbana, the highest good. And the Buddha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. He, the best one, beyond compare, knower, giver, and bringer of the best, taught the most excellent Dhamma. And the Buddha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Their path is extinct with no new arising, their minds not drawn to future birth, their old seeds destroyed, their desires no more growing. The wise go out just like this lamp. And the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Whatever beings are here assembled, whether terrestrial or celestial, gods and humans revere the perfect one. Let us bow to the Buddha. May there be well-being. Whatever beings are here assembled, whether terrestrial or celestial, gods and humans revere the perfect one. Let us bow to the Dhamma. May there be well-being. Whatever beings are here assembled, whether terrestrial or celestial, gods and humans revere the perfect one. Let us bow to the Sangha. May there be well-being. By the power of this truth, may suffering cease for us. By the power of this truth, may fear cease for us. By the power of this truth, may illness cease for us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All right, friends. Thought of the day. We've spent the last 4 thought of the days going over Paticca Samuppada, right? Dependent origination. The way in which we continue our existence in this samsara. The way in which many people say Buddhism is depressing. It's all negative. But that's because they don't know about dependent cessation. That is what we're going to do today. Since we spent 4 days talking about the one's individual, we're not going to spend another 4 days talking about dependent cessation. We can sum it up in one, I think. So let's do this. Patiloma, the cessation of the wheel of existence. Ah, sounds blissful already. There we go. Okay. So, avidya tveva asesa viraga niroda sankara nirodo vijnana niroda namarupa niroda salayatana niroda passa niroda vedana niroda tanha niroda upadana niroda bhava niroda jati niroda jara maranang soka parideva dukkha domanasupayasa nirujjanti evametassa kevalassa dukkha kandassa nirodo hoti. Sounds wonderful. Through the entire cessation of this ignorance, volitional formations cease. Through the cessation of volitional formations, consciousness ceases. Through the cessation of consciousness, mentality and materiality cease. Through the cessation of mentality and materiality, the sixfold base ceases. Through the cessation of the sixfold base, contact ceases. Through the cessation of contact, feeling ceases. Through the cessation of feeling, craving ceases. Through the cessation of craving, clinging ceases. Through the cessation of clinging, becoming, or re-existence, or continued existence, ceases. Through the cessation of becoming, birth ceases. And through the cessation of birth, aging and death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair cease. Thus there is the cessation of this whole mass of suffering. The cessation of suffering, right? And it all starts with our ignorance. The way, when I think about this, I think of, you ever watch those like YouTube videos or videos of people who have this whole huge, like a whole room is set up with dominoes, right? And when the person's ready, they just tip over the first domino. And from that first domino, everything all spreads out and it turns into this huge picture, right? Well, that's just like dependent cessation. The first domino is our ignorance. When we have eradicated our ignorance, the rest of the dominoes fall. One by one, all in line, they fall. So this is the origin, right? The cause of our suffering in samsara, the cause of our continued existence, is ignorance to the reality of how things are and not seeing things as they are. Right? So when our ignorance is destroyed, there's no more sankhara. Right? We've gone beyond the conditioned. There's no more creation of more mental thoughts. There's no more creation of karma because we have gone beyond it. This is why they say the wise ones have gone beyond good and evil, right? The wise ones don't have to worry about, I need to create good karma, not bad karma, right? The wise ones have gone beyond, right? And because there is no more, when the cessation of karma, what? The cessation of consciousness and name and form. No body, all gone. No six senses, okay? No contact, no feeling, no craving, right? No grasping, no continued existence, no more birth, so no more death, no more suffering, no more pain, grief, and despair. All gone, like dominoes falling, because we've eradicated our ignorance. So today, all day, we can reflect on the depth of our ignorance. It's very easy for us to judge other people as ignorant, right? But we don't often really understand the depth of our own ignorance. We can reflect on how our ignorance keeps us in this suffering and how our ignorance being eradicated by following the Noble Eightfold Path. How with our ignorance eradicated, the cessation, the cycle, the circle of dependent origination falls, shatters. It ceases with the eradication of our ignorance. So friends, we can contemplate and think about this and reflect on this today, all day. And I wish you a very spiritually successful and peaceful day. Sukhi Hotu, may you be happy. So it is Tuesday, I believe, right? So we'll keep doing this every day at 8 o'clock. And then, except for Sundays, but every day at 8 o'clock we'll be here to reenact. I'm giving you guys the monastery experience. Except for you don't have to wake up at 5 or 6 o'clock to come to puja. You could do it at 8 o'clock before work, so it makes things easier. All right, friends. Until next time, Sukhi Hotu. May you be happy. Now, if I can, there.